Raven and Thomas, two ordinary siblings, discover they can transform into wolves, but Thomas seems unable to complete his transformation. What secrets lie behind their abilities? What is their true identity? As Raven encounters mysterious figures named Shane and Valerie, a story of destiny and betrayal begins to unfold. Can Raven find her mate, and what does Thomas's enigmatic mark foretell? Are you ready to dive into the thrilling world of Raven and her wolf pack? Subscribe now to join the hunt. Getting to know, as you know, I'm Raven Woodz. I'm about 5 feet 7 inches and have milk chocolate skin, and I'm 20. My mom's name is Nina and my dad's name is Richard. I have a brother named Thomas and he's 24. Yes, I know I never said I had a brother, but I'll get to that later. Me and my parents lived in Chicago, and Thomas lived down the street. My parents were never around much. When I was younger, all I did was hang out with Thomas at his house. Anywho, my mom and dad thought it would be a great idea for me to learn to protect myself. So since I was small, all I've done was fight. They taught me everything I know, even though they weren't supposed to. I took this as a good thing. I never got picked on or anything in school, and also nobody could beat me, not even Thomas. I considered myself a warrior. I still fight as of today, and nobody can still beat me. I now live with Thomas in a 3-bedroom house. My parents are really wealthy, so they throw money at me to fill the void of not being around. I never asked for it, but I'm grateful. I am currently single because I want to find my mate, even though I really know nothing about them. I do know though that you get a certain smell when you find your mate. I think it's a little weird, but who cares, those are the rules. Okay, so about my brother Thomas, he's about 6 feet 5 inches, and is a little lighter than I am. He has green eyes and dark brown hair. He also is waiting for his mate. But there is one thing I didn't understand about him, is that he has the same arrow on his arm, but he doesn't shift like I do. He said he never knew, but hopefully we would find out soon. Me and Thomas have this place that we call ours. It's in the woods and it's about 7 acres of land. We used to play there as kids all the time. I actually had my first shift there at the age of 7 for some odd reason. Ever since then I go there to run or to calm myself. We never met any other wolves ever, until that one day. I had met some rouges and they seemed nice and we became friends. Their names were Shane and Valerie. They were so cool, and one day Thomas caught us all playing, and he said he didn't want me around them anymore. I asked why, and he said, "Sis, the only reason I knew you were here with them is because the arrow glowed, and it gave me a feeling of needing to find you and protect you." I told him I was fine, but he still wouldn't let it go. I knew he was just being a big brother, but I could tell they wouldn't hurt me. If anything, they seemed scared of me. After that day though, I didn't make any more friends. I told myself I would find them again. And when I do, we will be friends forever. Before he could find us though, we made a pact to be a pact from now until forever. We really didn't know how to make one, but said we would. They both agreed to make me leader though at the time. They said it felt right. Nice morning. Raven POV. Raven, come on, get up. I don't see why I have to get up when he does. He's so annoying. Thomas, can I at least get dressed first? I mean, he was like a dad and I don't need another dad. My parents barely talk to me now. Look, Raven, since we are new here, we have to talk to the alpha and ask if we can stay, okay? I don't want any of your bullshit when we meet them, you hear me? Nag 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 is all he does. I mean, okay, I understand. Don't act like your normal self. I swear he needs to loosen up a bit. While getting dressed, I hear the doorbell. I wonder who that could be. Raven, they are here. Great, now I have to deal with even more people in my house. What more could a girl ask for? It's been exactly 1 week since we moved here, and the alpha had sent us a letter asking to speak with him. What was his name again? Oh yeah, Alpha Rhett Sanderson. I will admit he does have a very sexy name, But I mean really though, the way he wrote that letter makes him sound like an asshole. LOL, I really don't want to meet him or anybody right now. I just want to run and let out my wolf. Cleo's been itching for a good run since we moved here, plus it's closer to me and Thomas's place. My wolf is actual really big, you could say. She's all white, yes I know, so cliché, but shit happens, and yes my birthmarks show while in my wolf form too, except they are black. I remember the first day I shifted, I sat in the woods for what seemed like hours, just sitting there trying to understand what the hell just happened to me. Raven, are you almost ready? Come on, we need to go, you that boy. I'm sorry that my sister is taking so long, she does things like thigh. And that was the last thing I heard from my brother's mouth when I came down. He was staring at this girl. She was about my height, had pale white skin and ginger hair. She was really pretty. Beside her was a guy, he looked like he could be her brother, but about a couple of years older. It was weird what was going on, and they never left each other's sight even when I called his name. Thomas. Or you dumb boy. I guess with the way he looked at her he had found his mate. There is never a time where Thomas would ignore me. He just wasn't that type of person. Thomas, this is my brother, Jonathan. He's the beater of our pack. Is that your sister? Yes, this is my sister Raven. Raven, say hello to our guest. Hey, I say, walking away. I ran into the kitchen while him and her had their moment. If I had stayed there I would have made a rude comment, and I knew it. That's why Thomas gets mad at me all the time. My mouth. I walked to the fridge and grabbed me an apple. I then went and grabbed me some peanut butter. Thomas would always tell me to stop mixing my food cause it was gross, but what would he know? I'm the one that's actual a wolf. He just has the genes. I walked back out to see them talking. I looked her and she was pretty, but seemed like she had an attitude problem. Just wait till she meets me personally. I doubt she'll like me, but oh well, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to live my life and find my mate. May cause a few fights here and there, but shit happens. Cynthia, it's the mark, it's them. They are the one the elder talked about. We need to get you guys back to our place. I hear the tall guy say. I was in my room, but that didn't mean I wasn't listening. I laid back on my bed waiting to see if I actually had to go. For all they know he could be lying about me, but I doubt it. Thomas wasn't the lying type. From what I know. I went to my bathroom to fix my hair. My hair was straight, so I curled it. I could smell someone coming toward my room. I ran to the door to see the tall guy. Can I help you? I asked. We are leaving now, so come on. He said, walking away. I grabbed my phone and headphones and followed. As I make it to the car I see Thomas in his car with her right beside him. So much for brotherly love. Now I have to ride with a stranger. Great for me, right? Let's hope he's not some ass. Mates? Thomas POV. OMG, she is breathtaking. Should I say hi? Nah, but I do wanna kiss her though. Wait a minute, why am I acting like this? Where did everyone go? Hi, hello, she says. Man, oh man, even her voice is beautiful. What should I do next? Oh crap, what, no hand go down, you can't give her a handshake, or can I? Too late now. I'm Thomas. I'm Cynthia. Wow, her name is wonderful. She's so pretty, I just wanna kiss those full lips of hers. Dude, you just met her, calm down. Thomas, this is my brother, Jonathan. He's the beater of our pack. Is that your sister? My who? What is she talking abo? Oh, Raven. Yes, this is my sister Raven. Raven, say hello to our guest. Hey, then she walks away. I can't believe her, how rude. She can't just do that, but I guess it doesn't matter, she won't listen to anybody anyway. Welcome, I'm sorry about her, my sister can be a bit rude. I heard that and I'm not rude, I just don't hold my tongue and you know it. God, why did I have to have her for a sister? She is crazy, weird and mean. Really mean, and I can't beat her in fights either, which suck by the way. So Cynthia, tell me about yourself, man. She is beautiful. I think I should be listening to her talk though, but I can't stop staring at her. Her full plump lips and fit figure and her very nice, but what I wouldn't do to see her naked. But yeah, and that's everything about me, she says. Oh crap, I wasn't even listening to her, how rude of me. Raven's bad habits are rubbing off on me. So tell me about yourself, Thomas. Well, I'm 24 and I live with my 20-year-old sister. I can't shift and I have this weird birthmark on my arm. My sister has the same thing on her stomach, and wait, can I see it? I pull up my arm sleeve and show her. Cynthia, it's the mark, it's them. They are the one the elder talked about. We need to get you guys back to our place. I really didn't want to go to their place, not just yet, and I know Raven didn't want to either, seeing as though she went back to her room. I guess it would happen sooner or later, but what I really wanted to know is what he knows. The only one that knew what I knew was me, Raven, and that one old lady. I watched as her brother walked past us and toward somewhere. She grabbed my hand and all I could do was smile. So which is your car? She asked. Me and my sister both have our own car. Raven's car was a Charger. She was kind of a bad girl, you say. She rebelled here and there, but nothing she couldn't get herself out of. As for me, I had a simple car. It fit in my personality just how Raven's did. I walked her to my car and her face lit up. I could tell she liked it. Who wouldn't besides Raven? You like it? I asked. Yeah. She said. We both got in and waited for her brother to come down with my sister. After a couple of minutes he came back down. A few seconds later Raven came down behind him. She started to walk to my car when she stopped and sighed. She then looked for John and hopped in his car. Good luck. How I came to be. So like I said, I'm editing and also adding on to the story for those who haven't read. Just enjoy. Thanks guys. Also, that is Jonathan up there. Don't forget to comment and vote. Raven's POV. It's time to go, and so I get in Jonathan's car, and my brother rides with her. Or I don't like her. What do you think, Cleo? Well, she seems a bit off, but I mean she seems nice. I guess. Or you're no help. So Raven, I just wanted to let you know, if you didn't know, my sister and your brother are mates, and that's why that thing happened. Also, you both were considered rouges, but he's not anymore because he's with my sister, but you still are. Wow, I can't believe this. Maybe I should tell him that I'm not dumb and know this, or just nod my head. Second option, it is I don't know him, and he seems cool, can't be rude just yet. So Raven, tell about yourself, your life story. We have a while till we reach the place. So fine, I'm 20 and my life was pretty weird as a kid. Flashback. Raven, don't you think it's weird we have the same birthmark? I find it weird, and plus we have the same last name. Crazy, right? I guess Thomas, but who real Rhea? Our Thomas. Raven, are you okay? Wait, why is the arrow glowing? IDK Thomas, but my body hurts really bad. It was the worst pain anybody could have at the age of 7. I didn't know what was going on, but I do know I was changing. My bones cracked and all I could hear was that, and all I saw was blur from my tears. I could also hear Thomas yelling my name, but I couldn't speak to him. From afar I saw someone and reached out. All at once the pain was gone and I could see a lot better. I looked at Thomas, but he just moved away from me. I tried to speak, but it came out as a bark. I tried, but no words came. Only then, when I had a thought, Thomas answered, but he didn't understand how he could. After hours of just sitting there, I changed back. So weirded out, he poked me like I was an animal, and I told him, IDK, what just happened, Thomas? I'm scared, and he held me after that. About 20 minutes later came an old lady. She said words I will never forget. "Hi child, I'm here to tell you what just happened. You two are brother and sister, and that's why you both share the mark. Raven dear, you are the one who can shift, and Thomas, you are the warrior hunter that protects her. You two have the same parents, but they gave you to different people that live near each other so you could grow up and understand some things that they need to tell you. You two are the children of a very strong alpha female, who was the only child of her parents. She had to soon take over, and then she found her mate. He was a hunter that had the arrow mark, as do the both of you. Mind that us kids are 7 and 11, so we are very confused at the moment. Your mother was kicked out of the pack because of who her mate was, so they lived a life together and soon had you children. Your parents wanted you safe, so they gave you up, but they still watch you. Now Thomas, since you don't have both marks, you find your mate the same as others. For you Raven, it's different." The old lady stated. "Why am I different?" I said. "Because you have both marks. When you smell your mate you won't know it's them until you two touch. Without this you may never find him, and he also carries the same crescent moon you do. It makes it a lot easier to find him." And then we looked at each other and turned to look back at her, and she was gone. We never saw her again. End of flashback. So that's my life story. Ever since we were little it's been basically us. Our parents did their job. It was to bring us together. Now we live together, and even though we argue sometimes, I don't think anything could ever tear us apart. Me and him are one in a way. I say, not looking at the guy. So basically you're telling me without him you could disappear, or get lost, and nobody, and I mean nobody, could find you? He asked. I shook my head. Yeah. He was my warrior. My brother. The only real family I have. Wow, so before you moved into this neighborhood did you live far? He asked. Yeah, we lived like 20 minutes away from here. When we were kids we always went on adventures. We would walk until we found something, and that place was it. It was only right that I had my first change there too. Well, we should be there in a few. Oh, by the way, the name's Jonathan, if you didn't know. He said. Well, it's nice to meet you because I kept calling you the stranger in my head. I said, laughing. He looked at me and smiled. He was a handsome guy. I bet his mate was a happy camper. We would soon arrive at this huge house. I sat there figuring out if I should be going in there. It gave me a weird vibe. A vibe I couldn't figure out. Patience is a virtue. Raven's POV. And that's how me and my brother found out everything, and about 2 days later our parents sent me this rainbow wolf with a note that said, "Dear Raven and Thomas, we hear someone shifted today for the first time. I'm sorry we couldn't be there to help you through it, but in order to keep you safe we must stay away until you are ready. I know you probably hate us, but you must understand it was to protect you and your brother. We love you and will see you soon. Your parents." I keep that note in my dresser at home, and nobody goes in there and nobody touches my wolf either. Well then, that's a lot to take, but it looks like we're here. Okay, cool, let's go in. But then after he gets out the car he stops me. I'm sorry, but you can't come in yet, you are still a rouge and Alpha doesn't do well with those, no offense. Wow, so I gotta stand out here alone? You people must be crazy. All right, fine, I said as I leaned against his car. Jonathan's POV. Alpha read this Thomas, he is my sister's mate and the newcomer's older brother. I hope this goes well, he's not used to new people. Alpha read, it's a pleasure to meet you. I just wanna say you have a very lovely home, and thanks for having me. No problem Thomas, you're my beater's sister's mate, you're welcome anytime, seeing you are now part of the pack. But I just want to let you know I will be Alpha soon, so you can call me Rhett until then. We all walked to the living room and sat down. Thomas told us all about him, and Rhett did the same for Thomas. He then started talking about his sister. He said she was different. She had an attitude problem, as he called it. I called it being a tough wolf. You have to be if you're gonna live with Rhett. Raven's POV 2 hours later. I can't believe they left me out here. It's been 2 hours, how dare they? You know what, I'll just leave and go to my place. At least I can be happy and run around there. CYA bro, I shouldn't have came anyway. I ran as fast as I could. I didn't need to shift. I didn't really care how long it took to get to my part of the forest. He actually ended up not living that far, but still a distance. Oh, it feels so nice to be free. I bet Cleo will like this, especially since I found us a secret place I call my den. Ahaha. I had found it a while back. I was running and slipped. I had landed on a path and walked it. I then found the den and came here when I wanted to be alone. It was peaceful out here. Rhett's POV meanwhile. Okay, let's bring in that sister of yours, shall we? I stated. Oh crap, how long has she been out there? Thomas said, getting up quickly. For about 2 hours. Why? His mate said. She's not there anymore, and I know this because my sister is a very impatient person. I guess she gets it from her parents. Well, let's go get her then. Where could she be? In her place, most likely. The drive was okay. I was just really pissed that I invited her to my home, and she ran because we took too long. I find that childish. We can stop here and just walk, it's not that far. I do want to warn you though, if she is in her wolf form she might get aggressive, because she doesn't know you guys. That's okay Thomas, I'm an alpha, I can handle myself. Did you guys hear that? Cynthia, go next to Thomas. Now? As we headed forward we heard more noise and then stopped because we couldn't figure out where it was. I hope Thomas knows where she is. A growl is all we heard as we turned around. She was big, but I couldn't really tell because she was hiding herself from us. Raven, calm down, they are with me okay, so I need you to change back right now. Is what he said, but then that mate of his had to butt in with her 2 cents. Thomas, can't we just leave her? She doesn't want to come and nobody really wants her to. She said. She then walked toward his sister and stopped. Oh, you wanna come at me, her little girl? You think you scare me, huh? Fight me then. I watched as she ran and jumped on her. I hope this will be interesting. Raven's POV. After those words I lounged at her with my teeth. I had bit down into her stomach and clawed her face. She never got one hit, but I mean, what do you expect? Look at my parents. I grew up a fighter, but what happened next took me by surprise. My own brother had hit me to save her. The hell? That brat started this and you save her? I'm your sister, I'm the one you're supposed to protect. So I mind link him. Thomas, what are you doing? You're supposed to protect me, not her. She started it first, you saw it. Sorry baby sister, but she's my mate, I protect her first. You protect me first, that's why you're my brother, to help me. Even the arrow glowed and you ignored it, Thomas. Sister please, let's not, she comes first before anyone. I'm sorry. And with that I made a whimper noise and ran. Ran as fast my legs would take me. How could he? I'm meant to be protected first. I ran deep into the woods until I got to my den. I couldn't believe he would do that. He's supposed to protect me. That's why we have each other. I mean, yeah, we argue all the time, but we have each other for a reason. He's my big brother. My warrior. The only family I have felt. I shift back and head inside. I put my clothes back on and sit in the corner. I grab me a blanket and wrap up. As soon as I was about to fall asleep, I hear a noise. I walk out to see 2 wolves. They look exactly like the one I met as a child. A girl named Val and a boy named Shane. The shift, and soon 2 named people are hugging me to death. Alpha, I can't believe we found you. Val said your pack awaits, Raven. They will love to know we have found you. Shane said. What do you mean? I asked. Well, remember when we made that pact as kids to have our own pack? Well, we did it. After you left we felt some weird mojo thing happen, and was so sad. We tried sniffing you out, but got nothing. We soon added people to help, but they didn't even know what you looked like. So not far we have pack members waiting to be accepted. Shane said. I couldn't believe they did this. They found me and now I am alpha to all those waiting for me to come home. How did you find me? I asked. Well, we were walking and caught a scent we knew and followed, and here we are. She yelled. I was so overjoyed. I now have a new family. One that cares about me. The family that would never hurt me. I was home. I had told them I would find them soon. I had some stuff to take care of and they ran back. Back to my pack. Showing the real you. Thomas's POV. You guys, we need to leave her alone. She needs to calm down, don't you think, Rhett? No, she was rude and has to come with us. And why is she so big? Does she have alpha blood? Also, we are taking her tonight, so you better think of something. He yelled. Yes she does, and the only way I know how is to get her to sleep. I was sent this letter from our parents. Since I'm my sister's protector, I use this when she can't sleep, or has nightmares, so that she stays asleep and they go away. I can't believe I'm about to share this with them. My sister will hate me even more than she already does. She was so sad that she blocked our mind link. She's never done that before, no matter how upset she was. Was she really this mad at me? Or I need to find her now. Okay, so it goes like this. Sneaky wolf, white and pure, rest your head on the stone ahead, and dream of the stars above, so gentle and bright as so are you. Sleep the night away, for I will be here when you wake. Now she should be out for about 3 hours, it gives us time to get her and go. Raven. Sis, you here? Well, I knew she had a den, but I didn't know it was this great inside. No wonder she was here all the time. I still feel bad though. I broke my sister's heart. Damn it, man, why can't I do right? You? Raven's POV. Jonathan, there she is, get her. Was all I heard, even though I couldn't speak or wake up. Why couldn't my brother carry me? Why get your beater to do it, Mr. Rhett, man? Gosh. Okay, she will drive with us. Jonathan's in the back holding her. We will meet you back at the house. Don't be late, cause we can't just have a rouge in the house around the others and cubs. She might be your sister, but any harm from her and she is death. Well, I can't believe this right now. Is he that worried? I will do something. I mean, I'm sleep, and will be for the next 3 hours, so calm down, mister. Mad with YA deep voice and what not. Wait a minute, why does it smell weird in here? That's odd, but whatever. Jonathan put her on the pull-out couch. I do. You smell blueberries and pine. Yeah, it's coming from outside. I mean, we are in the forest, but oh well. Thomas POV. Thomas, you do know you can't protect both me and your sister, right? If we have cubs, how will you protect our family and your sister? I'm not telling you to choose, but I do need you to figure out a way. I know, babe, but you're my mate and you come first. My sister will be just fine without me, okay? When we get home, I will give up the power of bring her protector and give it to her. She's a big girl and can handle herself very well. I can't believe I'm saying, why am I doing this? She is your flesh and blood, Thomas, your baby sister, but Cynthia is my mate. If something happened to her, I would feel it. If she died, I would soon die because of the unbearable pain. I can't and I will not lose her when I just found her. She is my mate. I can never lose her. Babe, you ready to go back? Yeah, let's go. I sure hope she will forgive me. I love you, sis, but you're too much to handle. I can't wait, Thomas. You will soon be a full member of the pack, and we can live together as one and get mated and have a ton of cubs. Sounds fun. Raven's POV. About time you guys got back. What we gonna do now? John said. I hope nothing. I just wanna go home like now. I'm tired of sleeping, body wake up. I know this is crazy, but guys, I wanna give up my protection powers on my sister. What did he say? Give up? No you don't. Body wake up now, hurry please. I, Thomas Kane Woodz, give up all protection rights toward my sister Raven Woodz. Ouch ouch ouch, OMG, what's happening? Why is my stomach burning? Help, someone help me please. Ouch, oh my marks, it's burning away from my arm. HSSS, this hurts. Did he say it hurts? Dude, mine is a worse. I can feel the tears coming out my closed eyes. What have you done? You must take it back right now. You must if you want your sister to live a normal life. Wait, you're that old lady. Why do I need to? I can't protect my sister, and my mate ate the same time. I had to let my sister go. If you don't, she will never find her mate. She would not need him, or anybody due to the fact that she holds both marks. If she ever did find him, he would feel unwanted and die. Do it now, take it back before it's too late. Fine, I take back the protection rights of my sister. Ah, there goes the pain again. Wait, I don't like this, please stop. Why must you betray me? I lay there as my body feels sluggish. I am awake now but can't move. I'm on a couch and can see no one. I try to move my mouth, but nothing comes out. I don't understand why my brother would do such a thing to me. His baby sister. Well, don't you look older? I stare at the sight in front of me. It's the old lady from when I first shifted. Yeah, I know, long time no see, but I'm an elder and I'm glad I came here today to check on things. I don't like what your brother did, but everything happens for a reason, I guess. I tell that moon goddess is something else. I just stare, unable to still move. Here, I got the key. You can unlock yourself whenever, just do it tomorrow. The dark is a very dangerous place around here, she said. I blinked, hoping she understood I was saying okay, and then she put the key in my hands that were tied behind my back and left. Unforgettable escape, Raven's POV. So I'm finally up, but my hands are tied, totes forgot, and my mouth has a muzzle. Wait, a muzzle? What am I, a dog? I just wanna go back home to my friends. Cynthia, I need you to watch her while we go to the store. Don't do anything to make her upset. She seems okay with what's going on. I hear my brother say as he leaves. This is my chance. She will try it, and I will leave once and for all. So Raven, how does it feel to have your brother not care for you anymore? Her. He only cares about me, and sooner or later you will be out of the picture. Dude, why is she still talking? It's been 15 minutes. Shut up, girl, damn. Or I'll just do it now. I hope her face can take this. I know Thomas's can't. Here goes nothing. Pow. I hit her right in the face and knock her down. Now I'm running. LOL, this is fun. Thomas, is that your sister? Raven, wait. Why did I have to stop? What do you want, Thomas? Thomas, baby, she hit me, I hear Cynthia say. Raven, really? Where are you going? You can't leave. Thomas yells. What? She started it. And I'm going to my home. And why can't I leave? It's not like you want me here. Of course I don't. You're rude, disrespectful, and trouble, and you have hurt my mate one too many times. If I wanted to, you could be dead right now. He said if only he knew. You keep thinking that, and the fact you turned on me for a girl you just met, you're crazy. Oh, and since you seem to not care for me anymore, I, Raven Woodz, disown you as my brother and exile you from my pack. Your pack, little girl? What are you talking about? I then see this tall guy with black hair come towards us. You remember that place that was ours? Well, since I'm an alpha I can claim it, so I did just that. My rogue friends that you thought were trouble are my beta and TIC third in command. We call ourselves the Woods Pack. Well, for a person with a pack I see no one. Little girl, you're so stupid and childish. The guy I'm guessing is Rhett, said you think. I mind-linked my beta and ticked to come to my side. Well, look, here they are, and oh yeah. Crack was all you heard after I broke the chains around my hands. They should hurt me but don't because I have both marks. How did you do that? They all said. Just like how I'm gonna make you all submit to me right now. Little girl Alpha Rhett submits to no one. How they are really funny, Cleo, and stupid they must not know. At that moment I growled out, submit now, they still doubt me. Now it comes out even louder, and one by one they fall to their knees. If only they learned to listen. I and my friends ran back into the woods. I didn't know exactly where they lived, so I told them to run and I'll follow. We ran for a while and then stopped at this Hugh house. It had people our age walking around everywhere. Some had mates and some didn't, so there were some children running around. We walked into the house and I walked straight to my office upstairs. I guess I just knew. Shane soon left and came back. With him was a girl. His mate. She was pregnant and looked really pretty. Babe, this is our Alpha. We are gonna have everyone out tonight so she can meet them. He said. She looked at me and hugged me. I knew me and her would be good friends. Everyone had left to get ready. I didn't have any clothes and borrowed Val's. I sat at the desk in front of me and looked around the room. Soon, very soon, I would fill this room with memories and pack business. This was a new start for me. This was my life now. No more games are to be played. I was the boss. Home sweet home, Raven's POV. It's been about 3 weeks since I've seen and talked to my brother, and you know what, it's great. I have had no problems with anything so far. My pack members are happy and so am I. My TIC recently found her mate and my beta bean found his mate. She just didn't come out a lot, and I couldn't be more happy. That means more people. You'll definitely have enough room now that our house is bigger. Thanks to all that money Mom and Dad gave me. I couldn't ask for a better place to stay. Today I must go retrieve my belongings from my old house. I just hope to not run into none of them there. I would hate to have to cause a scene. Shane, I'm going to get my stuff. I'll be back in a couple of hours. If I need you, I'll call. A nod is what I get, and I'm good with that now. Time to head on home. Home sweet home, ha, yeah, right. Now let's get this stuff in the truck. I'll pack my room and you put everything I put a sticky note on in the truck. I say to the movers. I put them on about everything, since most of it I bought from movies to knickknacks to kitchen appliances to bathroom stuff. Just as I was putting stuff into boxes, I hear a faint voice. Oddly familiar, I'd say. I walk down from my room and see my brother Rhett and John. Well, if it isn't our dear Raven. How are you doing on your own, little girl? Rhett says. Actually, my pack and I are doing fine, thank you. Now, if you don't mind, I need to find something. I say, walking upstairs. Where is my wolf Lola? She has to be here, where else could she be? I whisper to myself, Thomas, look what I found, ain't it cute? I hear someone say from downstairs. Rhett, put that, don't please. My brother says, why? It's cute. Ha ha, I think I'll keep it. That's Raven's rainbow wolf, and she will go crazy if she sees you with that, I mean it. She threw a knife at me once for trying to touch it. It's very dear to her. I beg of you. No need to beg Thomas, cause if he wants to live he will put her down. Does anyone listen to me? I feel as if Jonathan does, but why is he the only one? I know why, the rest of them are stupid and still don't get it. Little girl, you don't wanna see HA. A big roar rips from my throat, as if I'm a lion, myself stopping him in mid-sentence. Before I could do anything else, my packs shows up. Claws and canines out ready for attack. Rhett slowly puts down Lola and takes a step back. I know they might think I'm childish, but my parents gave me that when I first shifted. It's special. All right, you got it. I wouldn't wanna kill your pack seeing as you're still such weak pups. He said next time I won't hesitate to kill you. I say, growling at him. As they turn away, I take the chance to leave. I didn't wanna see their faces anymore. I would have hurt someone if I stayed. Jonathan, Rhett, let's go, I'll get my stuff another day. Sis, I'm sore. Where did she go? I could still hear them talking as I go around the back of my old house. Raven. That Rhett guy is dangerous. I've seen him kill before. He is really big and shows no mercy. Val said I just ignored her and kept running until we got home. I walked upstairs and called the movers. They said they had moved all my stuff and should be here soon. Within an hour they were at the door. Me, Shane, Val's mate and a couple other guys started grabbing boxes, taking them to my room. The movers labeled the boxes so we can tell which were for my room and which ones were for my office. I grabbed all the office boxes and they grabbed everything else, taking it to my room. I locked my office door and started to put my stuff up. It wouldn't take all night, but I would be here all night. Morning. I had woke up to the smell of food. I walked downstairs to find Ruth, Shane's mate, and another girl cooking. As I walked, I received the normal good mornings and hi Alpha. It made me feel stronger every day hearing them. They never judged me for anything and also think my brother is an ass. He should be a part of my pack, not Rhett's, just because of Cynthia. It wasn't right, but like the old lady said, everything happens for a reason. I had sat down at the head of the huge table. Shane and Ruth to my right and Val and her mate to my left. We all dug in, making conversation while eating. I smiled as everyone laughed with each other. It put a smile on my face to know I was a part of this. I never would have thought at such a young age I knew my destiny and made all of this. Shane, Val and I made this. We are one big family. If I ever lost them, I would die. This pack is my responsibility and I love it. I love them. All of them. Later that day I got into my Charger that I had one of the boys go get for me from my old place and went out. I ended up going to the outlets. They had malls and everything. I went to the stores and decided to buy some clothes. I didn't want my old clothes, so I was using Val's until today. I bought the one thing I love most. Joggers. They left so nice and were so comfy. Since I was a fit young lady, they looked very well on me. You could see all the curves. I also got me some yoga pants for training. From what I knew, they could all fight, but I had way more experience than anyone. We start training tomorrow at 5. Why? Because the early bird gets the worm. I then drove back and had the ones outside bring the stuff in. I leaned against my car and stared at the home. I walked inside and looked at the people all taking care of each other. This is what a family looked like. Not like what I had before. I walked to my office and down the hall in a room saw Shane and his mate. He had one hand on her stomach and the other on her cheek as he placed a kiss on her lips. Home sweet home. Dinner party, Raven's POV. It's been about 2 months now since I started my pack and I feel great. I really think I was meant to lead a pack. It all feels so natural to me. To be honest, I think what happened between me and my brother sorta made me a better person in some way. I feel as if going through all of this will make me a stronger person. What do you think, Cleo? I too believe it. I feel as if we are getting stronger and also closer to our mate. I really hope he's got a nice body. Lord knows I'll just wanna lick every inch of him. You think we will find him soon? LOL, you're gross, Cleo, but I do believe he will be found soon enough. I just hope he accepts us for who we are. No. I don't think I can take in a more disappointment from someone who claims they love me. Alpha Woodz, the other alphas will be arriving soon. Do you need me to help you with anything else? Says my beta Shane. He's so nice and he's my best friend. I don't know what I would do without him. No Shane, I'm fine, but how about you take the rest of today off and go tend to your mate? I know with her being pregnant she really needs you around. But what about our guest? He says. I really think he likes his job too much. Shane, it will be fine if I need you, I will mind link you. I tell you, having faithful companions are a great thing to have and hard to come by. Ding dong. Ding dong. Rings the bells. I guess our guest have arrived just on time. One by one they and their lunars enter. Good afternoon. Welcome to my home, please take a seat. I would like to thank you all for coming tonight, and I hope you enjoy your stay at the Woodz residence. Phew, I hope this goes good. I don't want there to be any problems. I can see that they find it weird for a female to be alpha, but they don't understand and soon will. Alpha Woodz, if you don't mind, could we all chat in your office? Now following me are 4 alphas from different lands. Alpha Chris, Alpha Mark, Alpha Derek, and Alpha Joey. These are really respected men. So I guess you wanted to talk because you find it weird that a female is the alpha around here. Yes, we do. They all say together as if they are one. Well, it all started when I was 7. I trail on telling these 4 gentlemen my life story. Letting them understand why I am here. To know where I came from and how I was raised. I need these men to know that I'm here to lead a pack, to show them how things are done around here, and that no one is mistreated or disrespected. That's all, and I will show them tonight. So you are the child that bears both the marks. I never thought I'd get a chance in hell to meet you. I just wanted to say your mother was a lovely person, and you look just like her. Says Alpha Derek. Yes, I am, but that is not the reason I have invited you here. I wanted to ask to become an alliance with you 4. I don't want to harm anyone, or be harmed myself, and having you men understand that I will do anything for my pack is all that matters. I want you all to see me as a younger sister that has built up the courage to tell you this. Raven, don't worry, we understand, and an alliance BW us 5 would do our packs good. Says Alpha Joey. Thank you, sir. Now if you could all sign here, we can head down to dinner with your lunars. My pack has cooked a very delightful dinner for us tonight. Walking downstairs, I can hear the lunars talking among themselves. Wow, I can't wait to do stuff like these women do. If we could all gather outside around the table and say grace. After the food was brought out, everyone talked, as if we were family that hasn't seen each other in about a year. It felt great having people around that could make the hole inside go away. Even though the hole comes back. So Alpha Woodz, says Alpha Chris's Luna. You hold both marks. Dear, let's talk about something. I'm pretty sure Alpha Woodz would like that. Alpha Chris says. I smile st him and his Luna, Sheeta does the same. So Affladur, please just call me Derek. He said, well Derek, how did you know my mother? I was curious since I've never met my real parents. Me and your mother were friends when we were kids. Our territories were next to each other, so when our parents visited each other, or would let us, we would play together. Do I really look like her? Oh my yes. Sparrow was a beautiful woman. She always has been. He said, looking at me as if my mother stood in front of him. We used to all think she was very special because of the mark on her wrist. That one day she would do great things, but it didn't happen that way. Your mother and I had gone out one day to hunt. We did this often for exercise, but on the run we ran into a guy. I'd say we were about 19 and the guy looked the same age. He came at us with guns and told us to shift. Alpha Derek looked sad as if he didn't even want to continue. After we did, I heard the words mate fly out her mouth. Your dad was a hunter, but at that moment he felt the pull more than she did and ran up and kissed her. I could see his arrow mark on his calf. Sparrow always told me she had dreams of the moon goddess. She was told her mate had an arrow mark, and that even though they will be different they will do great things. What happened after that? Alpha Mark said. He seemed more interested in the story than me. Well, he went home, and I went with Sparrow to go see her father. After we told him, he was furious. He told her to reject him cause his only child would not be with a hunter. But even I knew your mom wouldn't agree. She had a very bad temper, and she fussed him out and left. I followed behind her and told her maybe my dad could take them in. He was understanding, but it didn't work. She said she didn't want to be a burden. After that day I never saw her again, but someone did. Your grandfather. When he found them you were just a baby and your brother was 4. He told everyone he saw you guys, but he also told us he would kill you both if your mom and dad didn't leave and give you guys up. Your grandfather became very watchful of everything after finding you and Thomas. I didn't think he wanted to talk anymore about it, but I needed to know one more thing. What was my father's name? I asked thereon. I didn't know much about him, but from what I saw he loves your mother, and would do anything for her, like run away from his own kind and start all over. The things I know now will stay with me forever. I now knew so much. Now all I have to do is finish this party so these lovely people can get some sleep, for they don't like in this city and have to get back home soon. To love and family. Alpha Chris said, raising his glass. We all did the same and started eat the food that was given to us. Runs and strangers Raven's POVs. It's been about a week since that dinner. I didn't have to explain what and who I am twice that night. I had no problem with that cause I have to understand not everyone understands. I'm just glad that they said they wouldn't say anything to anyone. I also got to learn about my parents and what happened to them. The reason why they gave us up. They did what they needed to protect us. It's been stressful, might I also add. My beater's mate had her cub 2 weeks ago. It was a girl. I felt really proud that day to see mates fulfilling their destiny. Loving and caring for one another, and then sharing the best gift anyone could get. A baby. The baby was named after me. That made me feel real special. Her name is Holland Erica Jones. She's the cutest baby I've ever seen, probably only because I've never been around babies. The baby is usually with me though. I know that sounds weird, but I mean I like her and she like me. Her mom and dad never say anything about it and think it's cute. Cute? Really? But it's whatever. Holland's mom told me that she can't wait till I find my mate. She says I'm gonna be such a great mother, and I think so too. Looking at Holland makes me wanna find my mate a lot sooner than I intended. I know how I feel, girl. That wolf man is closer to being found, I know it. I wonder how it's gonna feel when we touch each other. What I think? To be honest, I don't know. I just hope it doesn't hurt. We've been through enough pain and heartache for any more of it. I know we have, but in the end it will be worth it. We will find our mate and live a happy life. No one will be able to bring us down from the high that we'll share with him. Just thinking about what he smells like gets me all horny inside. I know you feel it. LOL. Really, Cleo? Now is not the time for that, but I do think it's time for a run. Haven't been out for a run in a while. It could make me feel a lot better and non-stressed. Going downstairs I see my pack. They all look so happy and it's because of me. I hope they know I'm happy because of them too. These people are my family and I wouldn't ask for a different one. With children running around it's the best. Good afternoon, Alpha. They all say in unison. Those words there lets me know I'm finding my true self. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going on a run. Would any of you like to join me? We could get some good exercise and bond. LOL, of course. That sounds fun. Some of them say. I really think this will do us some good. Walking outside, we move toward our forest and strip our clothes. Our wolves are in charge at this point. It feels good to be out. Having my paws feel the dirt beneath me. Letting my white fur feel the breeze blow through it. Being able to smell the forest air and all the beautiful things around. This is amazeballs. This is the life right here, and all I need now is my mate. Let's go for a run. I say to my pack. Before I knew it, we were all running. Together. As one. This is what we need right here. This is all we need. As we are running, I smell something and I don't know what it is, so I stop. You guys smell that? You two take the women and kids home. You guys follow me. Let's go this way. After running, I find what I was smelling. It's a man. He's one of us. Who are you and why are you here? I then realize he can't understand me and growl. Could you shift so we can talk? It's from the Queen. After shifting back, I look at him. He doesn't look like someone the Queen would send. Okay, let's go back to my home and we can talk there. Next time you should show up in our front yard and not our back. After reaching the house, we go upstairs so we can talk. Getting closer to the door, I feel that someone is in there. I find Shane and Holland. Ahem, so what's your name, sir? It's Ed. Says our visitor. This here is my beater and his daughter Holland. Please take a seat. I gestured, telling him to sit down in the chair. I normally don't have people come here. Didn't know everyone knew we were here until I told them. Well, Alpha Woodz, the Queen, is having a ball for male, and she wolves that haven't found their mate yet. Not all will come, so not all will find their mate, but many of them will. She wants to invite you. She said that you are special to her because of who you are, so she wants you to join us. Why would I be special to her? Oh right, I hold both, Mark. I'm really getting tired of people talking about those. It gets annoying sometimes. People always asking questions and staring. I'm not a wild animal, don't stare at me. Geez. And when is this ball, Ed? I have a lot of stuff to do this week, so I need a date. I say. He smirks and replaces it with a smile. Wait, did he just smirk at me? He is cute though. I girl, slow down, we would have to touch to see if he is ours. Don't be weird and stare at him. Look, I'm not touching anyone, I'm not that weird, and I can stare if I want. He's cute with that jet black hair, broad shoulder and straight teeth. He looks like he models. Yum. Well, since today is Wednesday, we would come get you and put you and other females on a plane Friday morning and get the males that night. You guys will stay on different parts of the palace until the ball starts. He say. Well, I can work with that. Tell her I'll come and thank you for the opportunity. He nods and leaves me and Shane. Raven, what will happen when you find your mate? If he's an alpha, what will happen to us? Shane, if he's a regular wolf, I'll bring him here, but if he's an alpha, and he wants me, he takes you guys too. You are my responsibility, and he will take us all or none of us. The pack comes first, and as of right now I'm alpha, so he would have to understand. He nods. For now, go gather the members and tell them we are having a meeting now. After a few minutes, I meet them all outside in the meeting area. I tell them I will be leaving for a couple of days starting Friday. I tell them Shane is in charge while I'm gone, and not to give him any trouble. They all nod and tell me that they hope I find my mate. Love is a wonderful feeling. When they leave, I walk back out into the forest and go for a walk. I come upon a large tree and climb up it. I find a sturdy branch and lean against the tree. I stare out through the forest and smell the air. In time this will be and my mate's forest all thanks to that stranger. Only I can hope. Unknown POV. I haven't been myself lately. I feel empty. I'm some way. I'm a man. I shouldn't feel this way. I wonder when I'll find my little mate. I really need her, at least I think so anyway. I wonder what she looks like. Maybe shorter than me, pretty skin tone, great body with C-cup breast and a big booty. Gotta love big booty girls. I want her to have an attitude. She doesn't fall under my spell when I throw myself at her. I need her to be able to be lunar material. She doesn't need to be too powerful, though I wouldn't be able to handle that. You think she'll like us? I mean, we are not the nicest person, but still. I just hope she can deal with us, because you've been getting horny lately, and it just make it worse for me. We need her like ASAP. I know, but it takes time, I guess. So I've decided I want 6 cubs with her. And the firstborn, which will be my son, will be a junior. I think that when it comes to the names, she is gonna be all over that. I feel like she is gonna be a great Luna. I just hope I can find her. Having this weird birthmark on my hip makes me feel like it's gonna be hell to find her. I wonder if her mark is in the same place as mine. That would be cool yet creepy. Buddy, I know you're having a wonderful convo with yourself, but can you let me out? I would really like to go on a run right about now. I need to feel free. I shifted and I felt all my senses enhance. My black fur feeling that cold air run against it. My paws digging into the dirt. I'm not the normal size wolf because I'm an alpha. I'm bigger, faster, stronger, and better at fighting. It has its perks being who I am. I started running and it felt so nice being able to do this. I haven't ran in at least 2 weeks, I think. Anyway, this could probably make me feel better about everything that's going on. My friends have their mates and I don't want to feel alone. I wonder if she feels the same thing I do. Like she's missing something that she doesn't have. What if she's with another guy? Stop thinking like that, it pisses me off. Or fuck. Why did I have to think that? I need to run. Faster, faster, faster. After a while of running, I need to go back home. Stopping in my tracks, I hear my beta mind link me. What's the matter? I say in a worried tone. Alpha, a man came and dropped something for you. He said for you to read it immediately, sir. I can hear the anxiousness in his voice. Could it be that bad? I need to get home now. I'm on my way home now. I need to hurry up. After getting home, I find him and the note in his hand. I read it twice after taking it from him. How is this gonna work? I have stuff to do. I need to stay home, I can't go there. What if she's there? We need to go. I will go there, but I need you to mind link me if anything goes wrong. Let's just hope nothing goes wrong. I couldn't believe I was agreeing to this. Even if I want her, a ball isn't my thing. What do I look like going to a ball? I walk to my room to start packing my stuff. Not needing a lot of stuff means one small bag. Easy to carry without any problems. After packing, I place the bag on the floor and hop into the shower. As the water runs, I can only imagine what my mate looks like. I bet she's a beauty. I think she might be different. Something we aren't used to having around. She'll make a great Luna. Only I can hope, bud. If she's strong-minded, we might have a really big problem on our hands, dude. Don't miss the next chapter in Raven's tale. Subscribe and hit the notification bell to howl with us.